Cardoso. That'll be contested at the 114-pound novice division, slated for 3 2-minute rounds. That bout coming up next. Welcome back, everyone, to the Barclays Center. We get set for Jonathan Martinez taking on Bryan Cardoso. Rich Quinones alongside Mike Lee. And Mike, this is going to be a good one, contested at 114. What jumps out?
It's a very interesting fight. Jonathan Martinez, 34 years old, works in law enforcement, known in this tournament to have a very good straight right hand. His opponent, Cardoso, only 17 years old, one of the youngest in this tournament. So let's see if the maturity pays off or if the youngster can pull it off.
For the introductions, we'll go back inside the ring to Kevin Van Meter.
Or something that's trying to get in. Where is it?
14-pound novice championship. This bout will consist of 3 2-minute rounds. Referee Andy Adele. In the gold corner, Jonathan Martinez. He's 34 years old. He represents DeMarco's Gym. Jonathan works in law enforcement and is from Staten Island. His record, 2 decisions. And in the blue corner, Bryan Cardoso. He's 17 years old, representing Mendez Boxing Club. Bryan is a student from the Bronx. His 2016 gloves record is 1 decision, 1 bye.
All right, so we're set for Jonathan Martinez. The 34-year-old works in law enforcement, the product from DeMarco's Gym in the gold corner, getting set to take on 17-year-old Bryan Cardoso from Mendez, BC. This is slated for 3 2-minute rounds in the novice division. What's up for grabs? The 114-pound Golden Gloves title. And just like that, right off the bat, Martinez lets his hands go early on, catches Cardoso backing up with a solid straight right. We always talk about the spirit of the Golden Gloves. Martinez, 34 years old. When he realized he was going to the finals, it didn't hit him until it left the ring. He wants to win a title.
Absolutely. On the other hand, you have a 17-year-old in the other corner, so it's amazing. We're going to see what's going through each one of these guys' heads as the round goes on.
And also, too, talk about the age disparity. Martinez, 34, taking on a 17-year-old in Cardoso.
Sometimes as daunting as a 17-year-old to take on someone, you know, it's a full-grown man, and he has his man strength, as they say. So let's see if he uses that power against the young 17-year-old.
Martinez getting pushed back a little bit against the younger Cardoso. Under a minute to go in this opening round. Get all novice rounds slated for 3 2-minute rounds. You also think conversely, too, you're 34, maybe you're not as nervous. You're 17, maybe a little more jitters.
Absolutely.
Martinez trying to sneak in a jab downstairs, comes back upstairs with a left. Good scoring shot.
When I fought in the gloves, I fought guys that were younger than me and older than me, and I know that when I fought guys that were a little bit older than me, it was intimidating. I felt like I was fighting a man in there.
So again, Cardoso, the 17-year-old, getting his feet wet here in the finals as we close in on 1 round in the books here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. We welcome you back inside the Barclays Center as we get set for round number 2 between Jonathan Martinez and Bryan Cardoso. Cardoso in the blue, Martinez in the gold. 34-year-old Martinez, corrections officer, works in law enforcement from Staten Island. 1 decision, 1 bye in the tourney.
The young Cardoso came out really strong. In fact, he barely sat down in between those rounds. I think he sat down for about 10 seconds, popped right back up, listening to his trainer, nodding his head. Came out with a lot of confidence this round as he steps forward.
Oh, goodness, he got rocked back. Did Martinez, got caught on that one. Cardoso now stalking the older Martinez.
Like I said, he came out with that confidence and starting to pay off. I'd like to see him walk him down a little bit instead of chasing him here. As he moves to the left, take that step to the right and cut him off, force him to the left. Force him to his uncomfortable spot.
And conversely, if you're Martinez, you know you're getting caught. How do you negate that?
You want to negate that by coming in and out, changing the range. Basically, coming inside, gripping like he did right there, and then coming outside and dancing. But basically confusing the fighter by coming in and out of that range.
Cardoso's corner must have told him something at the round number 1. Certainly more aggressive. You just saw that straight right by Martinez as Cardoso tried to back him up. Good straight right by Cardoso. Has Martinez in trouble. That's a perfect opportunity to not only work the body, but maybe take a step back, not smother your punches. That's something a young fighter is going to learn.
Absolutely. Even early in my pro career, when I hurt a guy, all I wanted to do is jump on him in that killer instinct. But sometimes you smother your punches. You need to step back, find that range, hit the guy at the end of the punches. You're much more dangerous that way.
Closing in on 2 in the books here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. A good one. Spirit of action in round number 2. How about Cardoso working the body, really working Martinez over in that round?
Very impressed. You know, I saw it as soon as he got off his stool. I saw it in his eyes, that confidence and that idea to come forward and really pressure him. You see that beautiful right hand he landed over there, followed by the jab, followed by a few body shots. Just a lot of great work. Upstairs, downstairs, his confidence is building after that 2nd round. Look for him to come out with a fury of punches in this 3rd round.
You know that he's taking this fight over now in the 2nd round. This fight is slated for 3 rounds. You've got a much older opponent in there in Jonathan Martinez, who's shown a lot of grit, shown a lot of heart. Again, everything that he's trying to do has been negated by that young man right there, Bryan Cardoso. If you are Martinez, do you go for broke? You have to go for broke, yes?
I think you do. You know, I think you realize that you lost both rounds, definitely that 2nd round, and you need to change the minds of the judges here. You know, you go for broke. This is the final round here.
And with that being said, we'll see what the 17-year-old student from the Bronx, Bryan Cardoso, does. See how he reacts after 2 very good round number 2 catches Martinez right off the bat with a straight right. This will decide 114 in the novice division. If this was a pro fight, you would almost get the sense that Martinez, to some extent, and I say this with respect, almost in survival mode. Not getting beat up, not getting ambushed, but last 2+ rounds now, just finding himself walking backwards, being stalked around the ring.
He is. You talk about ring generalship, and you definitely see more ring generalship out of the 17-year-old, which is very impressive that he has the maturity to do that. So what I'd like to see Martinez do now is not fight him from the outside, but kind of like he's doing right now, fight him from the inside, right there with those short, choppy right hands, and use that to his advantage right now.
Cardoso was able to settle down 2 in the semis against the Eastern Queens BC product. Quentin Gonzalez won that one 2-1. Showed a lot of poise in that 3rd round.
Martinez still fighting back very strongly off the ropes. Throwing a 1-2, then backing off, smothering those punches. Another right hand there.
But a good body shot downstairs by Cardoso, trying to stop Martinez in his tracks.
You know, I don't think he's quite hurt Martinez, but I think he's definitely overwhelmed him with all this pressure.
Under 30 to go, 3rd and final round. Ooh, Cardoso just got caught. Walked right into a left and a right by Martinez.
You noticed as soon as he got caught, he corrected that and came in with head movement. It's funny how getting punched in the face will make you correct yourself.
flurry to end this one between Martinez and Cardoso. Spirited round, and perhaps, again, pulling out from the tank, if you will, Jonathan Martinez thrown with a reckless abandon.
Absolutely. Both fighters came out those last 10, 15 seconds. The crowd was loving it. That's what you love to see out of two fighters in an amateur fight.
Martinez do enough?
I don't think Martinez did enough. I think that Cardoso eventually brought his game plan better than him, threw more punches, landed more punches. The ring generalship was there. I think he comes away with a win.
The decision when we come back. More Broadway boxing right after this.
Good fight, bro. Yo, Bryan! You should have shown me that before. Yo, Bryan!
Welcome back, everyone. A spirited bout between Jonathan Martinez, a 34-year-old in law enforcement, against a student from the Bronx, a 17-year-old Bryan Cardoso. For the official decision, back inside the ring to Kevin Van Meter.
Let's hear for the boxers in the ring. Nice job. The 114-pound novice champion is from the blue corner, Bryan Cardoso.
So the 17-year-old from the
And now,
Bronx,
Golden
the
Gloves
student,
tournament
has high
director
school.
Bryan Adams presents
So
the
what did you do
Golden
this
Gloves to our
past week? Did you
champion,
study? Did you have
Bryan
classes? I want a
Cardoso.
pair of Golden Gloves, 114 pound. I have a nice necklace wrapped around my neck. That's the beauty of youth.
Absolutely.
They don't know any better.
You know, I think Brian's going to be big man on campus right now.
And for the 34-year-old Jonathan Martinez, you know, give him a lot of credit. First of all, works in law enforcement, Staten Island native, showed a lot of guts in this fight, but I just think at times was a little more overwhelmed. And I think in this situation, we saw youth was served very well in this one with the 17-year-old Cardoso.
Absolutely. He threw a lot more punches, but you got to respect, like you said, Martinez coming out here, getting hit with some decent shots, but still fighting off those ropes pretty effectively. Just at the end of the day, like we talk about in this amateur system, he didn't score enough points.
For the 17-year-old from the Bronx, a little jewelry around his necklace when he's walking the halls in high school in the Bronx. A big win for the young man.
How do you spell your last name?
Yes.